Welcome to From Sacred Jainism Scripture, Uttaradhyayana, Lecture 14, Part 1 of 2. The religion of Jainism, traditionally called Jain Dharma, originated in ancient India. Jain Dharma emphasizes the value of right perception, right knowledge, and right conduct. Through inner reflection and sincere practice of these principles, one can attain moksha or realization of the soul's true nature. The concept of ahimsa or non-violence is also central to Jainism. Thus, with respect to all life, Jain practitioners follow a pure vegan or plant-based diet. The Jain lineage includes 24 Tirthankaras, or beings who share their enlightenment with others. The Tirthankaras' teachings comprise the Agam Sutras, which are the holy scriptures of Jainism. The 24th and last Tirthankara was Lord Mahavira, whose name means great hero. Born into a royal family in 599 BC, Prince Mahavira decided as a young man to pursue a solitary spiritual life. After 12 years of intensive meditation, he attained Kevalayana, or the highest wisdom. Lord Mahavira was known to face all obstacles with acceptance and forgiveness. He also shared discourses on spiritual truths which formed the basis of present-day Jainism. Supreme Master Qinghai has paid tribute to the spiritual greatness of Lord Mahavira during lectures given in Taiwan, also known as Formosa, on various occasions.
I don't know if anyone in the history of mankind could have done or could be doing or will be doing such an asceticism, such a sacrifice like the Lord Mahavira. We really salute him and are grateful. To all that he has to endure for enlightenment, for the sake of others, yes. All these sufferings are not for naught. They would benefit the world in some way or another, even without the Lord Mahavira knowing, or even without the world people knowing or being grateful for.
We now invite you to listen to excerpts from the 14th lecture of Uttaradhyayana, one of the most important scriptures in Jainism. In this lecture, two sons speak to their father, the Brahmanical Purohita, chaplain, about their determination to be monks. 14th lecture, Ishukara. Having been gods in a former existence and lived in the same heavenly region, some were born here below, in the ancient, wealthy, and famous town called Ishukara, which is beautiful like heaven. By a remnant of the merit they had acquired in their former life, they were born in noble families. Disgusted with the world and afraid of the samsara, they abandoned pleasures, etc., and took refuge in the path of the Ginas, people who have conquered his or her inner passions. 2 males remained bachelors. The third became the Purohita, Bhrigu, chaplain. The fourth, his wife Yasa. The fifth, the widely famed king Ishukara. And the sixth, his wife Kamalavati. Overcome by fear of birth, old age, and death, their mind intent on pilgrimage and hoping to escape the wheel of births, they examined pleasures and abandoned them. Both dear sons of the Brahmanical Purohita, who was intent on works, remembered their former birth and the penance and self-control they had then practiced. Averse to human and heavenly pleasures, desiring liberation and full of faith, they went to their father and spoke thus. Seeing that the lot of man is transitory and precarious, and that his life lasts not long, we take no delight in domestic life. We bid you farewell. We shall turn monks. In order to dissuade them from a life of austerities, the father replied to those would-be monks, "Those versed in the Vedas say that there will be no better world for men without sons. My sons, after you have studied the Vedas and fed the priests, after you have placed your own sons at the head of your house, and after you have enjoyed life together with your wives, then you may depart to the woods as praiseworthy sages." The young men, perceiving that the Purohita was wholly consumed, as it were, by the fire of grief, which was fed by his individual inclinations and blown into a huge flame by the wind of delusion, that he suffered much and talked a great deal in many ways, that he tried to persuade them by degrees, and that he would even bribe them with money and with objects of desire, spoke these words: "The study of the Vedas will not save you. The feeding of Brahmanas will lead you from darkness to darkness, and the birth of sons will not save you. Who will assent to what you said? Pleasures bring only a moment's happiness, but suffering for a very long time. Intense suffering, but slight happiness. They are an obstacle to the liberation from existence and are a very mine of evils. While a man walks about without abandoning pleasures and grieves day and night, while he is anxious about other people and seeks for wealth, he comes to old age and death. I have this and I have not that. I must do this and I should not do that. While he talks in this strain, the robbers, namely time, drag him away. What foolishness is this? Great wealth and women, a family and exquisite pleasures, for such things people practice austerities. All this you may have for your asking. What avail riches for the practice of religion? What a family? What pleasures? We shall become shramanas, monks, possessed of many virtues, and wander about collecting alms. As fire is produced in the arani wood and oil in sesame seed, so, my sons, is the soul produced in the body. All these things did not exist before. They came into existence and then they perish, but they are not permanent. The soul cannot be apprehended by the senses because it possesses no corporeal form, and since it possesses no corporeal form, it is eternal. The fetter of the soul has been ascertained to be caused by its bad qualities, and this fetter is called the cause of worldly existence. Thus, being ignorant of the law, spiritual precepts, we formerly did sinful actions, and through our wrong-mindedness we were kept back and retained from entering the order. We shall not again act in the same way. As mankind is harassed by the one and taken hold of by the other, and as the unfailing ones go by, we take no delight in the life of a householder. Who harasses the world? Who takes hold of it? Whom do you call unfailing? My sons, I am anxious to learn this. Mankind is harassed by death. It is taken hold of by old age. The days are called unfailing. Know this, Father. The day that goes by will never return. The days elapse without profit to him who acts contrary to the law, spiritual precepts. The day that goes by will never return. The days elapse with much profit to him who acts up to the law, spiritual precepts.
Vegan, 'cause we are tired of partaking in bloody crime.
Warm-hearted viewers, it's been a pleasure to have your company for today's words of wisdom.